Testing. Welcome, friends. Sunday night football, Bucs and Rams, as we're getting a little bit of a late start here. Apologies for that. As the Bucs on their first drive here in LA, big playoff showing here potentially. Bucs 6-4, Rams 8-2. Mayfield under center. Handoff goes up the middle. Tucker, tough run in there, has about 4 yards. Well done, right up the middle. First down there for the Bucs. First drive here for Tampa Bay. About a minute and a half gone by as they show the two tight end set here. Man in motion, goes directly up the middle. Nice, tough running. Power right up the middle as the Bucs are on the move and about midfield here. Mayfield surveys. 2 minutes gone by here, first half. They're at their own 40-yard lines. Got bunch right, trips, single man out to the left. Tucker in motion, sends him back out to the left. Mayfield rolling out to the right, looking down the field, rolling. He spin moves out of it as he is wrapped up and taken down. Nice job by Turner to stay with him. Mayfield almost evades the tackler, as that will set up second down in about 9 or 10. As we get a look at a couple of the coaches here, Chris Shula, defensive coordinator for the Rams, and Josh Grizzard for the Buccaneers. Mayfield, shotgun. Tucker still in there off his left hip. Trips left, single man right, condensed in towards the line, brings a man into the backfield and back out, throw a little swing pass to Ibuka out in the left flat, and he is up, Tez Johnson, and he's up near the first down marker as he'll be just shy, set up a 3rd and 1. Nice little play there, getting the man in motion out to the left, spread him out, and Tampa wants to move quickly here. 3 minutes gone by here on the first drive as they're at their own 49-yard line. Trips right again. Shotgun for Mayfield, 3rd and 1. Handoff goes up the middle. First down and a little bit more. Got about 5 yards there. Nice, tough running as Tucker is through the line. And good running here for their third string running back as we get a look at the Rams defense. One of the better defenses in the league this year. To go along with that, Sean McVay offense, well documented how good they are and how quickly they can heat it up. Big first drive here for Tampa as they're in tight jumbo formation, single back. Mayfield play action, looking deep. He looks deep and he throws deep down the right side. He's got man coverage there and nice defense there. 14 with this little tip away. Durant tips it away. He was one-on-one with Tez Johnson, or is that Ibuka, in the end zone. Decent throw from Mayfield. A couple, if he would have let him just a little bit longer, looks like he might have had him. Here's a great look here. Ibuka working out of the slot on the right side, and he just runs fake out and then just a straight go route, and he had to wait up on it a little bit. And nice defense there by number 14, the cornerback Durant. Good textbook form right there. Shotgun for Mayfield. Man in motion coming to the right, setting up trips over on the right. He pauses and handoff goes up the middle. This time to Rachaad White, 2 or 3 yards up the middle. They're across midfield. Going to set up 3rd and about 6 or 7 here. I'd like to get another look at that long bomb down the right side because it looked like Ibuka had a step, and it was just, you're talking fractions of a second there, and it could be easily 7-zip. So 3rd and 9 actually here for the Bucs as Mayfield operating out of the shotgun again, 2-by-2 here, in condensed again, running back White off his right hip. And the pressure's coming off the right side. Mayfield rolls out. He's still rolling. He's looking down the field. He's going to run it himself. No, and he tosses one and overthrows his man. Looked like he might have had a chance to run, and he just tossed it right up and over too far. Luckily, it didn't get picked, and it looks like Tampa Bay is going to have to punt this one away. As we get a look at the nickel back here, blitzing in along with the linebacker along the right side. Mayfield rolls out to the right. Looked like he might. No, he didn't really have anyone. He just kind of threw it away. Nothing there. As the punter comes in to kick it away and try and pin the Rams deep. Here's the snap. It's away. Kick is up. And the 9-iron Launched down in there, inside, not a great kick as it is fair caught there by Kyron Williams at the 19-yard line. And that is where Matthew Stafford and the Rams will take over. We'll step aside for a few. We'll be back in a minute. Hang tight, friends. And we're back to LA, friends, as the Rams prepare for their first drive of the game. And this should be a really good setup here. Really good matchup. The Todd Bowles defense against Matthew Stafford and McVay in this offense as they go bunch left in tight here, single back, Stafford under center. Handoff goes to Williams over the left-hand side, and he's just met right there at the line of scrimmage. He's only going to get about a yard there, set up a 2nd and 9 as we get a look at the Rams offense, which is primarily led by obviously Matthew Stafford, who's on pace for an MVP season. We'll come back to that. They're 2-by-2 here. Shotgun working quickly. Stafford takes a snap, throws out to the outlet to the running back, and he's tackled right there. Nice job by the linebacker to pick that up. Levante David on the tackle there. Nice work in the flat to stick with him. It's going to set up a 3rd and about 7 or 8 as we get a look at McVay. The cocaine blues, we like to call him. Looks like that guy's always jacked up, and looks like the guy hadn't slept in about 3 days every time you see him. As we get a couple Lego helmets out there, the little fuzzy helmets, the puffy ones. Those are really, really weird. As Todd Bowles looks on here. 3rd and 7 for the Rams. 9-10 left here. First drive, shotgun. Stafford takes a snap, throws over the middle. It's caught there by Devontae Adams. First down. There is a flag, and we'll take a look at that as Adams spins the ball and does a little dance, almost like he's never caught a first down pass before, but that's all right. And I guess there will be no flag. Adams working out, split out right. Quick little slant route there. Stafford hits him. He had to come back on a little bit, but nice pitch and catch. And when you got 2 Hall of Fame players like that, quarterback and wide receiver, you can expect to see a lot of this. Really hard to stop here. They got 2-by-1 now for the Rams. Stafford under center. Whittington in motion to the right. Play action. Stafford looks deep and then tosses it here on the tight end screen as it's corralled right there by Parkinson and taken up for about an 8 or 9 yard gain. And that's just as good as a run. It's going to set up a second and short. Let's see if they don't take a shot here as we get a look at some of Stafford's stats as 27 touchdowns and 2 picks. And I'd say that's pretty damn good. Stafford well on his way to winning an MVP, especially with the Rams looking to be one of the better, if not best teams in the NFC. 2nd and 3 is the tally. Man in motion again. They have single back here, 2 wide receivers. As he takes a step, steps up, throws down the field, and he's got his man. And this is Puka Nacua now, his other big receiver, coming across the field on a drag route there. That's going to pick up at least 25 there, and that's just too easy. I mean, you got man coverage there for Nacua, and here we go. Nacua working right off the edge of the line here, comes in motion to the left. He's manned up there, and he just beats his man way too easy. He's got about 6-8 yards of separation there. And if you give that to Stafford all day, that's going to be a long day for the Bucs because Puka Nacua will just crush all day long. And here we go again. Rams moving quickly. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line of the Bucs. They got 5 wide receivers now. Empty backfield, shotgun. Stafford takes a snap, looks left, looks right, hangs in the pocket, and he goes down, and he is sacked off the outside. Diaby with the sack. The defensive end takes it, and we get this big old, I don't know what that Street Fighter kind of dance, whatever, but nice work. Man on man out there against the left tackle. Here we get a nice little piece of replay here. Power rush, goes right at him, and Stafford rolls into him. Nice little sack there. Good job. And they just rush 4, and they bring the heat, and they get him. Nice work by the defensive line. It's going to set up a 2nd and 20 now. As you get a look at the big man, Vita Vea, right up in the middle here. 2nd and 20 for the Rams. 6:20 left here. Trips left. Adams in the slot right as wide receiver screen out to Nacua. He's just wrapped up right there. Good job again. Diaby, the defensive end, getting off the end. Nice play there, getting out there to diagnose and tackle him at the line. It's going to set up 3rd and 20. Well done. And the Rams moving quickly. Here again, Diaby on back-to-back plays, recognizes a play, and that's really, really well done there. They just rush 4. Stafford looking deep, throws down the right side. He's got his man first down. It's Puka Nacua on the right side on 3rd and 20. And how do you let that happen? Little soft shell there. Stafford diagnoses it and just hits it as McVay looks on in oblivion. Here we go. Puka Nacua working out to the right. Just runs an out route here. This, man, that is so good. Stafford saw that he had a spot right there in between the linebackers and the cornerback. And man, 3rd and 20, that's got to hurt for a Bucs. As the Rams are now down at the 16, man in motion to the left. Stafford under center. He's got bunched up to the left side. Williams in the back. He fakes the toss, rolls right, throws right, and he's got Parkinson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As we await the signal, did he step out? No, he stepped out. Play action, fakes the toss left, rolls out to the right, hits Parkinson off the right side. Here's the throw. Parkinson, again, the little drag route out into the flat, and he stepped out at about the 1.5 yard line. Just missed. It'll be 1st and goal Rams, and they are cooking now. And it is working. Everything's working for them. 3rd and 20, Stafford 7 of 7, 88 yards. They haven't really run the ball much here, and they've just been carving up the D. Aside from the sack, everything else has been all Rams. And it looks like they're going to have to burn a timeout here. Sean McVay is looking for more drugs here. 1st and goal, 4:35 left. And they did have to burn out. As Stafford looks up at the clock and does not like it. Can't say I blame him. Not happy about the lack of play call from the bench. But then again, Stafford's been in the league for 20 some odd years. Just call your own damn play. Let's go, man. You're not a rookie. Come on, Stafford. So 1st and goal from about the 2 yard line as McVay has his play now. Stafford in the huddle, barking it out, saying, do not screw this up. You hear me? As they break huddle. and he'll be under center now. Jumbo formation in, Adams out to the right, Williams in the backfield. Sends a man in motion to the left, and he just throws the fade out to Adams, and he's got him, and it's a touchdown, Rams, and that is too easy. Right up over the top of McCollum. Adams, man, just a perfect throw, and that's all day long right there. And at this rate, the Bucs are going to get absolutely cooked. Todd Bowles looks like he's got gas, and they're still dancing over there in the corner. And they've been dancing all season long because that was a 10-yard drive, goes 80, or a 10-play drive, goes 80 yards as you get a little out route here, little fade into the corner. And man, Matthew Stafford is so damn good. He just drops it right in there. It'd be hard to believe that this guy's, 30 some odd years old, but man, he looks really good. Perfect on that drive as the extra point is up and good. And it is 7-0 Rams with a quickness as we have 4:32 here left in the first quarter. Davante Adams from Matthew Stafford, a little touch pass in the corner. Too easy, folks. We'll step aside for a few and we'll be back. Hang tight. We're back to LA, friends. Good luck out there to all those people on the streets of LA. Stay safe now. As the kick comes down to Tampa Bay and it's booted into the end zone, they'll start it there from their 35. As they are down quickly, 7-0. And here we go. We get the big brother view of Adams working one-on-one against McCollum, split out right. Motion goes left, stays with him, shows man, and just tosses it right up and over. Man, that's just too easy for Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams. Look at that little stutter step. Great throw. Man, that's really good. As Stafford and Adams are making their, just kind of joking on the sideline, saying this is here all day long. As Mayfield starts at 35, man in motion, under center. He's got 2-by-1 here. As the handoff goes to Tucker on the left side, stutter step, cuts it back over the middle. He's going to have about 4 or 5 there. Nice tough run in there from Sean Tucker. As the Bucs look to answer back, Baker. 1 second now. Having a little technical difficulties again. Let's see if this is a little better here. And we're back. 2nd and 6. Sean Tucker, looking to take over some of the work in the backfield now. As we got 2-by-2, Baker under center, still with the single back, sends a man in motion to the right. Handoff goes back to Tucker, cuts it up back over the middle. He only gets about 2 or 3 yards there, going to set up a third and short as he runs right into the teeth of the line and just gets swallowed up. And Tucker will trot off the field, and Rashad White will come in. Tucker doing a fine job in relief, given the fact that Bucky Irving's been out. Had a huge game last week. Nice old running back there. Nice when you got a third string running back that can come in and just put up numbers like that. Really, really well done. As they got trips right now, Baker shotgun, 3rd and 4. Rashad White off his left hip. One receiver left. He throws over on the right side to Godwin. Was it caught? It was right at the sticks. Doesn't look like it was caught. I do not see. They are saying it is a completion there, right at the sticks. I did not see the referee give indication. As Chris Godwin is back, nice to see him back on the field after his slew of injuries from last year. Had a tough time getting back, came back earlier, had to go back out again, but nice to see him come back, especially with Mike Evans out. Again, 2-by-2 here. Tight end in motion to the left. Quick screen out to the left, and he just wrapped up right there. Nice tackle. Man, oh man, Durant again with a nice play. He is manned up against Ibuka, and that time they do the wide receiver screen. A little quick screen. Durant fights through the block and wraps him up for a quick loss. Just a terrible job there by the tight end getting over. He's just too slow as Durant just broke on the play, diagnosed it, broke in there. Well done. It's going to set up 2nd and 13. Trips right, bunched up. They're doing a lot of condensed formations now as the Rams are showing pressure at the line. Let's see if they drop it. In motion to the left, they do drop pressure, and he's got a man open on the right. It's caught Cale Otten, and it looks like it's taken away from him by the Rams, and it's Durant again. He's down the field 30, into the 20. He cuts it back at the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Rams! Man, oh man. Fumble recovery. Wow. Durant is having himself a hell of a game here. Has the huge pass break up, that nice tackle on the last play in here. I don't know if they call that an interception, but it looked like a completion as we get the team dance in the end zone. What the hell is happening now? This is ridiculous. Mayfield, quick throw out to the right to Otten, who's just bobbling it, and that's going to be an interception, and that's on Cade Otten for not doing it, as the ball just ripped away by Durant. And what a game this number 14 is having here as he is scampering down the sideline, and the only man to beat him there is Baker Mayfield, and the quarterback is not going to take him out. Touchdown for the Rams defense as it's 14-zip, and this game could be getting well out of hand now for Tampa Bay. Are they going to try and say he was down? There's no way because the ball was still in motion. There's no way. It was never a catch. It never hit the ground. That's an interception going the other way. And man, my man Durant here is having himself a game as the extra point is out. The Aussie rules kicker is out. He is not a Premier League player, and he punts it right down the middle. It's 14-zip in a hurry. And the Rams, the route is on, folks. Wow. Quick pass out to Cade Otten on the right side of the field. He cannot catch it. He bobbles it, and Durant strips it from him. And that's going to be a pick six and a defensive touchdown. Cade Otten doesn't like it, and nor should he because that was really, really bad. We're going to step aside for a few friends. We'll be back. Hang tight. 14-zip Rams on top. We're back to LA as we get a look at Cade Otton and his Butterfingers there, as that was really, really bad, folks. Hit him square in the chest, bobbled it, and it got returned for a touchdown. And I'm sure he feels like a horse's ass, and he really should, because that was not great, to put it mildly. Quick little route out to the right into the flat, and no, just no. Terrible. 14 zip, Rams on top, as they're really starting to cook here. Man, just stick a fork in it there, Cade Otton. I don't know why we have to keep looking at it. The ball was bobbled and never hit the ground. It's a live ball, right? Let's just go. We don't need Terry McAulay and his cooked books or anything like that, or any of his years of lackluster service. As Mayfield shotgun 2-by-2 again. Rashad White in the game. Single high safety for the Rams. Man in motion to the right. Tez Johnson. 4-man rush. Quick throw out in the middle. Well covered there. As Cade Otton again cannot come up with it. As Kinchins, the nickelback, is able to punch that one away. And geez, man, could be a long night here for Tampa Bay at this rate, because nothing seems to be working. Cade Otton is just well covered there. 2nd and 10. Buck 38 left here in the first quarter. 2 receivers right now. Mayfield shotgun. Looks like he's calling an audible. 2 receivers left. 4 seconds left on the play clock. As pressure coming off the right side. Quick throw out to the right, and he just spikes it into the ground. Wanted a Buka on the wide receiver screen. Good diagnosis there by Mayfield, but just got rid of it too quickly, and he just spiked it into the ground, and it's going to set up 3rd and 10 as he's covering his ears. And I can't imagine it's too loud in LA. Not like there's that many fans there. Most of these people don't even show up till halftime anyway, like any other LA sporting event. And half of them are usually people from the other team. So as Todd Bowles looks on, and seems like he cleared up his indigestion, so that's good. 3rd and 10, trips right. Mayfield, as the Rams showing the zone, showing a little pressure off the right side. We'll see if they bring it. Ibuka, and there is pressure coming. He steps up, and Mayfield's going down as he is hit quickly, and he goes down. Turner with the sack, and now we got another team dance, and it's just an extended team dance. And this could be a very long night for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as Mayfield just gets swallowed up. 3-step drop. Pressure was coming off the right side of the line. Turner working right in the middle as Fisk stunts, and Turner just beats his man with the swim move and just swallows up Mayfield right there. And man, tough start for Bucs here. And a team that really needs to have it. 6-4. They've been scuffling a little bit. They were the beneficiaries of some good bounces early on in the season, but things are starting to get tough now. And it has the making of a long night as the punt is taken there at about the 28 by Williams. Fair catch. And that is where Matthew Stafford and the Rams are going to take over. As we have yet another commercial. We'll stand down for a few. We'll be back, friends. Hang tight. Welcome back, friends. Rams taking over here at their own 28, man in motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Williams as he cuts through, and he's got about 6 yards there. Nice, tough running. Right up the middle on the draw as the Rams look to pick up right where they left off on their last drive as they marched 11 plays and 80 yards for the touchdown. Really their second drive of the game here. As we get introduced now to the Tampa Bay defense, let's see if they can have a little bit of a better showing here on their second drive as they go in tight now, 2 by 2, shotgun. He's got the pistol formation. Now he's got them bunched up to the left side. They're in condensed. Handoff goes to Williams over the right side, cuts it back to the middle. It cuts back again. It looks like he's got the first down, 3 or 4 yards. Nice, tough run in there. Just stop the play. None of this damn pushing stuff. And let's see where they spot it as we are at the end of the first quarter now. And it's been all Rams in the early going. Nice work so far by the Rams and kind of a no-show for the Bucs. As we'll have another commercial. Lot of dancing going on in LA. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. We're back to LA, friends. As the Rams looking to do work here on their second drive as they marched the field on their first drive, scored, and then got a defensive score as the snap is taken by Stafford. He rolls right. He throws over the middle. He just crunched right there. Comes right back over the middle to Whittington, who's just greeted right at the line, right when he catches the ball. Nice job by Tampa defense. Going to set up second down. Stafford 9 for 9, 90 yards and a touch so far. And that'll work. Moving quickly. Shotgun. 2 by 2 here. As he takes a snap, looks left, throws back over the right, and it's corralled right there. Nice job by the second tight end. Nice catch there. Number 87. Get you his name here in a second. Allen. And we got our first look at Chris Collinsworth, who says, I could never catch like that. And Tirico goes, yeah, we remember. We saw you. Tirico just kind of looks on and goes, man, I don't even know what the hell this guy's talking about. Collinsworth says, yeah, it was okay, but, Boomer really bailed me out. Man in motion right here. Trips left. Bunched up. 4 Stafford. Shotgun here. 5 wide receivers now. 3rd and 3. Takes a snap. Looks left. Looks right. And he throws over the middle. And it's caught right there. And it's going to be a first down. Nice work, Matthew Stafford, as he hits his man right over the middle of the field. Tutu Atwell for a first down. Geez, I mean, that's third, fourth option there as he just looks left, looks right, comes back, and then hits him right over the middle, right on zone. Nice work by Stafford as Atwell running the crossing route right over the middle. First down as McVay, completely intense, ready to rip here. They are across midfield, pistol formation again, in tight again. As they rush four, Stafford looks to the right side and throws. He's got his man. It's Devontae Adams there working against McCollum. And he shakes his head and says, "This is too easy." First down. And Stafford looks over at him and says, "We got him." And McCollum going to have himself a long day over here. Stafford looks off the coverage to the left, looks back to the right. There's Adams, finds him. Nice, easy pitch and catch. And that's just too easy. First and 10 as they huddle up and they move away from the quick motion here. As they break huddle now, and Stafford under center. Rams work under center more than any team in the league, and they got the jumbo formation in there now. Two tight ends, sends Nakua in motion to the left. Roll out, play action. He rolls to his left side, looks deep, and he just hits Allen, and he can't catch it. Little rollout into the flat there. Nice job by the Tampa Bay D to punch that one out. And that'll set up second and 10. 12 and a quarter left here in the second quarter. On the Rams' second drive, as they are already knocking on the doorstep and looking to make this a 3-score game in the early going. First incompletion there for Stafford. Let's see how they attack second and 10. They're back in the huddle now. 15 seconds left on the play clock as they break huddle. And Stafford, shotgun now. Surveys again, condensed formation. Man in motion, 2x2 here. Handoff, nope. Play action, looks left, looks right. Tight end screen. Parkinson cuts it back over the middle. First down. He's up to about the 15-yard line. Nice work. Nice little play there from McVay as Parkinson hangs in to block and then just rolls right off. And a little dump off pass to him. He's got lead blockers out there. Stafford, nice job selling it down the field as the lead blockers come out there. And Parkinson, nice work, waiting for his blocks to materialize. And man, this team just makes it look really easy. And this has the making. This team has the making of some of a real team here. This team looks like they could compete as they go again with the jumbo, two tight ends in tight again, two to the left, two receivers to the left, Adams over to the right in the slot, single back. Looks like Corum this time. The handoff goes to him right up the middle. He cuts it up. He's got himself a first down, 11-yard gain there. Blake Corum running tough right up the middle. Well done. Handoff just goes directly up the middle. And Todd Bowles looks like he needs himself a nap here as they show strong left. And we get big brother view, counter play, and he just runs it right up the middle. And that's just power blocking. And that's a huge gap right up the middle for a man to run through. I mean, you could drive a VW through that. And again, they go with the 12 personnel, two receivers, Nakua and Adams. And the fade route this time to Nakua, back shoulder, and it doesn't get it done there. Nice work by Vildor, hanging with his man. Looked like Nakua was expecting the fade, and Stafford threw it back shoulder. So it's going to set up second and goal as poor little Baker Mayfield looks on. Hasn't been able to do too much today. Hasn't really had a shot. 14 zip Rams already. And here we go. 147 yards of offense for the Rams and 28 for the Bucs. As the Rams looking to make this a 3-score game. Under center, again, Stafford, again with the two tight ends. Corum still in the game, single back, tight end in motion left. Play action, rolls to his right. Stafford rolling, still rolling. He's looking, and he's just going to throw it away. A lot closer than I thought it would have been as it's going to set up third and goal. Nice job there, Tampa defense hanging with him. As we get a look at Puka Nacua. And the only thing you could say so far from Tampa Bay, they haven't let him beat him, but he did have a couple of plays on that first drive. As Devontae Adams' hair has grown far too much during the middle of this game, and he needs a bigger helmet already. Actually, Nakua's got 3 catches for 51 yards, so I'll take that back. He did have that one long play, little drag route over the middle. As we're 2-by-2 now here in third and goal, shotgun. Corum's still in there. No pressure from Tampa. The throw goes over the middle. Touchdown. Parkinson right over the middle on the slant, and it is 20-0 now Rams, and the route is on. Quick little slant route to the tight end over the middle. 12 plays, 72 yards. Took him 5 minutes, and it is 20-0 as Parkinson goes to get his ball. And good man, give it to the big man and let him spike it. Good job there. They're bunched up on the right side in the slot. Parkinson gets in behind the defense, runs his little slant route, and just too easy there. And Stafford looks everyone off and does a little eye trick as they await the extra point here to make it 21-0. The Aussie Rules kicker is on. Here it comes, and the kick is up and good, and it is 21-0 Rams. And that did not take long. Feel like we've been here for 5 minutes, and the Rams are already kicking their ass, and it's something fierce now. As he looks off the corner and throws, man, that is really, really good. Stafford makes that look really easy. Having himself a game now. The MVP season shaping up. We'll be back. See if the Bucs can get something going here. Hang tight. We're back to LA, friends. As the route is on, kick is away, and it is going to be a touchback. So the Bucs will take over at their own 35, and let's see if they can get something going here because it's been a pretty rough start so far for this Tampa Bay, just for the team in general. As they're just getting cooked, man. I mean, we're getting some Baker Mayfield highlights from back when he played for the Rams, and he's a fiery guy. And everyone loves Baker Mayfield. Why? Because he's high intensity, and everyone loves high intensity. How could you not love high intensity? But right now, they're looking pretty low T here. Under center, two receivers to the left, sends a man in motion to the right, Tez Johnson. As the handoff goes up the middle of Tucker, he cuts back. He's got about 5 yards. He's corralled right there as a linebacker comes in to finish the tackle. As we get some quotes of Baker Mayfield when he played in LA. And yeah, I mean, it's good to see a guy like Baker Mayfield have some success. I mean, he had some real troubles in Cleveland, And it's always nice to see a guy that they call a bust come back and get his career back in line. And let's see if he can get a little something going here. 2nd and 6, man in motion to the left. They go 2-by-2. Single back is Tucker now. Mayfield under center. Here's a snap. Play action. He rolls left. He's in trouble, and he just dunks one right there back at the line. And at this rate, we're just going to have to turn this game off at halftime because this could get out of hand now because the Rams are starting to swarm and Mayfield's in trouble, doesn't have a whole lot of time. Pressure came off the left side. What are they going to call here? We got a flag. Looks like a late flag. We haven't had very many flags at all. It's been pretty nice. They're going to try and call him for intentional grounding. Play. He was in the tackle box. Did he get back? It did get back to the line of scrimmage. So no, cannot be. And they don't call it. And that's good job by the refs there. Give the refs a little hat tip there. Good job. 2-by-2 again. Shotgun here. Rams showing pressure off the right side of the line. Here comes the extra man, and Mayfield steps up. He's got it. He's going to have a first down, and Morey slides for the first down, just shy of midfield. Nice recognition there by Baker Mayfield. Pressure coming off the right side. Had man coverage over on the left, and he just tucked it and ran. Nice work to diagnose it, and he just, man, good job. As the pocket starts to collapse around him, he steps up and runs, gets a first down, and that was really, really well done there. They stunt up the middle. He gets a hole, and he just takes what's given to him. Well done, Baker Mayfield. They're hurrying up now. Bunch right, shotgun, brings a man into the backfield. He's got two running backs now in the backfield. Another man in motion left. Handoff goes to wide over the left side, and he is wrapped up right there. Man, nice tackle there by Young off of the outside edge. As Mike Tirico now getting into it, telling us about his time in Rio. He is still dumbfounded. He cannot believe what some of those women down there are wearing. As Mike Tirico, I believe he moved to Rio de Janeiro after the Olympics, and that's all he ever talks about. Chris Collinsworth now trying to talk about Ohio, and no one wants to hear it. He says, Mike, Ohio's great. And Mike says, no, Chris, no. Shotgun now for Tampa, 2-by-2 here. Rashad White still in the game there. In condensed formation again. Rams showing pressure again. Let's see if they bring it here. 2nd and 9. Extra man coming. Quick throw goes over to Otten. He holds on to it this time as he's wrapped up right there and just spun down to the ground. Nice job by Mayfield to get it down with the extra man coming. It's going to set up 3rd manageable. And perhaps the Bucs can get a little something going now as Mayfield listens into the play, calls everyone into the huddle. They take their time, 3rd and 6 here, and they got to get something going. I mean, at the bare minimum, they need to let their defense get a breather because they're just getting cooked too. Everyone's getting cooked. Todd Bowles looks like he is ready to kick someone's ass. Trips right, shotgun. Single man out to the left, Tez Johnson. Baker Mayfield comes in audible. He calls in audible here, 3rd and 6, 4 seconds left. Here comes the play, and the pressure's coming up the middle. Baker Mayfield steps up, and he's going to run it again, and he invites contact. Baker Mayfield, man, nice job as the pressure came on the right side, and he just tucked it and ran again, and he just lowered the shoulder and said, come get me. Here we go. Nice view here. Mayfield takes a snap, pressure coming right over the middle. The C's part, he takes it himself. As the linebackers converge on him, he just invites the contact, and he gets the first down. Nice, tough run in there by number 6. Well done, Baker Mayfield. Man, here we go again. Condensed formation, pistol formation now. Shotgun. Mayfield takes a snap. Handoff goes up the middle. Tucker, he's got a lead blocker out to the left. He makes a little move. He's got a damn near a first down there. Nice run in there by Sean Tucker. And I don't know why they bring him out of the game because this guy's got some juice now. He looks really, really good as he followed his lead blocker. And here we go. Little Baker Mayfield just getting fired up, just firing everyone up. Who wouldn't want to play with this guy? Look at this guy. This guy's great. He doesn't need a helmet to headbutt anyone. 2nd and 1 now. Nice run there by Tucker off left tackle there. Had his lead blocker, made a man miss as Rashad White's back in the game. Mayfield under center. Again with the condensed formation. 2-by-2 now as the tight end comes back over. Sends Johnson in motion to the right. Handoff goes up the middle to White. He's got a hole. He's got a little bit more. He's got 10 or 12 as he's tackled right there at about the 20-yard line. And nice job. Kitchens comes up on the tackle, but nice run right up the middle. Wide receiver goes in motion to the right. Double team as the left tackle goes up, Wirfs into the second level. Nice blocking there by Tampa Bay. Nice running there by Rachaad White. And Tampa Bay's got a little something going now. 6 minutes left here in the first half. 21 zip Rams. They're going with this condensed formation quite a bit here. 2-by-2 again. Under center. Sends a man in motion to the left. Play action. Nope. End around. Coming around here to Johnson. He's got room. And he just runs right in to Cameron Curl there. Really, really weird. It's like he had the lead block and everything, and he ran right into Cam Curl, who fought off his block. But this is the strangest play. Johnson on the right side of the line fakes a handoff, end around to him. He's got the lead blocker, and he just cuts right into the guy. I don't get it. Oh man, really, it's a lot of he left a lot of meat on the bone there. Did Tez Johnson? 2nd and 4 though. As Stafford looks on and goes, "What the hell was that?" 2 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Tight end in motion over to the right. Shotgun for Mayfield. Quick look. He steps up in the pocket, throws down the middle. He's got a man, and it's caught by Tez Johnson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Nice job, Tez Johnson. Talking a little bit of mess there, but probably should look at the scoreboard before you start running your yap because your team's getting your ass kicked. Nice play. Nice answer there from Baker Mayfield. Here we go again. Tez Johnson, a little stutter step as he runs the slant route right over the middle. Mayfield finds him, and the throw a little behind, but he beat his man. Mayfield off his back foot, but he's got plenty of arm to make that throw. And that's a nice touchdown there. Mayfield grabbing his left shoulder. Nothing will keep that guy out of the game. And nice answer there from Tampa Bay, 21-6, as they marched it down the field. Had some good running plays going on there. Mayfield made a couple of throws. Mayfield, a couple of really big 3rd down runs as he goes into the tent, and let's hope he's okay. Hate to see guys getting banged up. Good answer from the Bucs. Oh, man, I wonder what happened. As he throws a touchdown and comes off the field in pain. We'll step aside for a few. 21-7 Rams on top. They'll get the ball back. We'll be right back. Welcome back to LA. 21-7 now. as Tampa Bay finally answered back. Well done there by Baker Mayfield and his team. Yeah, there you go. It was on the contact that he invited. And let's hope Baker Mayfield's okay. Would hate to see him come out of the game. I mean, that guy is quite the competitor, but he is hanging his left arm there. That does not look good. As he went right into the blue tent, said, "Get your ass in here. Give me a shot and let me go. Let's go." And hopefully he's all right. As Teddy Bridgewater, all right. On the sideline, and come to that 21-7 Rams now. As Stafford and Sons ready to take over now at their own 35-yard line. Shotgun for him. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Two receivers left, or 2x2 now. Shotgun for Stafford. Takes a snap, looks right, looks left, quick throw out to the left side to Whittington as he's just greeted right there and swallowed up by Parrish. Nice tackle. Setting up a second and manageable here. Looks like Stafford going to hurry him up. And no huddle, or no, they are going to huddle it up now. 4:42 here, second quarter. Todd Bowles seems to be awake now. That's good. 2nd and 7. As Sean McVay looks on, and he looks like he hasn't slept in a week. Stafford under center. Play action. Steps up, looks deep, and he throws down the right side, and he's got his man. It's caught right there. Puka Nacua down to the 40, and he falls forward to about the 38-yard line. And you cannot let that guy get loose because he will absolutely eat you up. As the Rams already in business, and I don't know if they have a man that can cover him. As we look here, play action and quick little in route there. Stafford moving quickly. Flag comes out. Sidearm throw over the middle. Completes it there to Tutu Atwell. And that'll be a first down again as he gives a little dance. Sorry, that's Sherfield, is it? I thought that was Tutu Atwell. A little three-quarter sidearm action there. Dan Quisenberry, nice throw on the in route there. Man, he makes that look so easy. And the guy's got a laser arm. Really, really well done. 1st and 10 now. Stafford 180 yards passing already and 2 touchdowns, 17-20. As his MVP campaign continues, 2x2 again in tight pistol formation for Stafford. As he takes a snap, looks right, and he throws a fade down the line on the go route to Adams. He's got him. Touchdown. Rams again, and Adams again as he goes into the corral there. And Davante Adams beating McCollum as he goes down into the dugout. Why is that a dugout? The hallway, whatever the hell you want to call it. And Davante Adams looks at the camera and says, "This is too easy." As McCollum just shakes his head and goes, "Dude, someone give me some help over the top. Stutter step, go route." And Stafford sees it and just tosses one in there on a dime. Perfect throw. Man, it doesn't get any better than that. And there's only a handful of guys that make it look that easy. Jesus, man. That is just too good. And that was about 4 plays there. And the Rams are already on the board as the ass kicking continues. Aussie Rules is back for the kick. It's up and it's good. And it's 28-7 now, Rams. And man, can't even get a breath out before this team is just dropping dimes here. Second touchdown of the day for Davante Adams. And you're going to go single coverage with Davante Adams like that. That ain't going to work. Give the man some help over there. Too easy. 28-7 Rams. We'll be back. Hang tight. We're back to LA sports fans as the route continues. The Rams punch it on down here on the kickoff. Corral there at the 2, fumbled, picked up, now taken up to the 10. He's about the 15, 20. He's tackled right there. Nice little play by number 2. We only give numbers on the kick team because they're only out there a handful of times. As we get a look at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's house. Cool. That's great. Little throwback there. 1st and 10 Bucs. 3:06 left in the first half. Baker Mayfield back in. Good to see that. Like to see the badass getting out there and getting after it as he huddles up with his team and says, "Let's go, damn it. Let's get it going." 5 of 11, 22 yards, touchdown and a pick. Pick was definitely not his fault as he's under center. Sends a man in motion right, 2-by-2 now. Single back is Tucker. As the handoff goes to Tucker, he cuts it left, and he's going to be greeted there by 3 Rams and taken down for a loss of 1. Landman gets into the backfield for a tackle. Nothing there, no hole for Tucker as Landman just breaks through the line. Nice run defense here by Landman as he's working off the left side of the line, just knifes through. No lead blocker, no completely unblocked there as Cade Otton is looking for a man to block. And Cade Otton might want to join the game now. Guy's having a rough outing so far. Shotgun now. 2-by-2 again. Or no, trips left here. Tucker still in the game. Sends Johnson in motion to the right. Pressure looking off the right side. No, they switch it up. He rolls out and tosses it there to Tucker. Quick little stutter step. He's going to have 2 or 3. Nice job by Mayfield to avoid the blitz or avoid the pressure and dump it off to Tucker. Going to set up 3rd and about 7 or 8. As the Rams are swarming now. Looks like we're going to get here to the 2-minute warning. 28-7 Rams here. And this could be an absolute beating at this pace because the Bucs defense has no answer for Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams. I mean, absolutely none. They've done a decent enough job on the run defense, but Davante Adams is just running wild back there as we step aside for Peyton Manning to sell something and anything. That guy sells everything. Anyway, stand down. I'll be back. We're back, SoFi friends. Hopefully, everyone's safe out there in LA. Not the safest city in the United States. Take it from me. As Baker Mayfield ready to go here. 2-by-2 shotgun now. 3rd and 6 from his own 24. Man in motion left. Pressure's coming off the right side. Mayfield looks and he throws over the center, and that's not going to get it done. Hits his man right over the middle. Godwin going to be about 2 yards shy. Cam Curl coming up with the tackle. And the Rams defense is swarming. The offense is off the charts. And this team, again, has the looks of something really special. Maybe they can make another run with McVay. As we look on to another one of McVay's coordinators, they all look like McVay, actually. Strangely enough, 4th and 2 now. Second time out here for the Rams. Buck 39 left as Baker comes off the field. I mean, I guess they could go for it here from their own 39, but I mean, do you really want to? I mean, if that doesn't work, they're toast. I mean, it's basically guaranteed touchdown for the Rams. We'll see. As we're gonna look at Jimmy G over there. No comment. Stafford getting lubed up on the side, getting ready to go out there and put up a 5th touchdown for the Rams. As everyone's got their shoes on this time, and it looks like the Baker and the team is going to go for it here. Bunched up to the right, 4 receivers, sends a man in motion, 5 wide, 3-by-2. Baker empty backfield as 7 seconds on the play clock, takes a snap, plants his foot and throws, and it's broken up there. Great defense by the Rams. Man, oh man. I understand the sentiment, but man, Sterling Shepard working out of the slot. Quick pass is broken up. Going to be a long night now. Forbes Jr. working against Shepard here in the left slot. Shepard goes up, and he's all over him. I mean, that's just, man, no separation. Quick pass. He had inside leverage on him, but good job by Forbes to knock that one away. And the long night continues for Tampa Bay. It's now Buck 39, and they're at the Tampa Bay 28-yard line. Shotgun for Stafford, 2-by-2 for him as well, as he brings Parkinson in motion to the left. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. Stutter step as he's met right there, right in the middle. They'll swallow him up. It would be about a 1-yard gain. And again, our man, number 0 over there, making some waves. About the only guy getting anything done, Diaby, with the stop off the run on the right side. Buck 20 left. 1 timeout left for the Rams. 2nd and 8. No huddle. 4 wide receivers. Shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it out to the right. As the pass is completed there to Puka Nacua. He runs it out of bounds. About 3 yards shy. We're going to set up 3rd and short with 1:10 left. Quick little hitch route there from Nacua. As Sean McVay looks on. Says, I'm going to take a club sandwich for halftime. And about 2 little bumps to get me going for the 3rd quarter. Because I'm always ready to rip. Stafford, shotgun, or in the huddle here. Got about 18 seconds left on the play clock. No rush for the Rams. He'll be operating out of the shotgun again. Kyron Williams still in there in the backfield, 3rd and 3. Tampa Bay showing a little pressure off the left side. Let's see if they bring it. 3 receivers left for the Rams. No pressure, and Stafford looks right, and he throws to Adams again. Little back shoulder fade, and this time he just hits McCollum in the back, and that's the best thing that could have happened for Tampa Bay. Looks like they're going to hold him to a field goal. 4th and 3 now. As we get a little handiwork here, Adams working one-on-one. Went for the back shoulder, and McCollum just kind of rode him out of bounds. That's the best thing that's happened for the Bucs the entire day. As Mevis comes in, first career start. Looks like they peeled him right out of a bar. Looks like an Aussie rules player. Let's see if he can punch this one through. 40-yard field goal attempt here. As the placeholder takes a snap, holds down, kick is up, and it's good. 31-7. Rams on top now. As the route continues. But decent enough job there by Tampa Bay's defense to at least get a stop and limit the damage, as they were deep in Tampa territory, or Tampa territory. Step aside for a few commercials, and we'll be back. Welcome back to LA. As the Rams kick it on down to Tampa Bay. Touchback, they'll start at their own 35. Baker Mayfield coming out. Minute 2 left for him as he trots onto the field. Hopefully they can get a little something going here. 31-7, Rams on top. Everything going the way of the Rams. Devontae Adams over on the side. He's loving it. And who wouldn't love it when you got a quarterback like Stafford just dropping dimes everywhere? As the 8-2 Rams, they are really, really, really just cooking now. They look like the team to beat in the NFC, hands down. Shotgun now for Mayfield from his own 35 as he steps up, brings the running back White up to block 2-by-2. Man in motion to the right is Johnson. As Mayfield looks right, throws quick out to the right. It's received right there by Shepard. Takes it up for about 7 or 8 yards past the 40. They're going to hurry it up now. Mayfield still grabbing at that left shoulder. That cannot be great for a Bucs fan here, as they are moving quickly. 3 timeouts. Time is ticking here. 42 seconds now. Condensed formation, 2-by-2 again. 4-man rush. Mayfield looks right, throws right, quick out. And Cade Otton's woes continue as he drops the pass. And that guy's having a terrible game. And he just looks absolutely terrible. Maybe he needs to, I don't know. I honestly don't know. But he's got some real low T out there today. And can't say that I'm a very big fan of that. As it's 3rd and 3 now. Baker Mayfield ready to work here from his own 42-yard line. Shotgun, again, 2-by-2. Rashad White still in the backfield. Rams feigning the blitz here. Let's see if they bring it. They probably won't. They do not. They drop him in coverage. Quick throw goes out into the slot. It's caught right there by Johnson. First down. Nice job. Johnson with a nice tough catch there. Contested catch. Good job by him. And he's made a couple of those catches, actually. Tez Johnson's a nice little player, honestly. As Tampa's going to take their timeout here. 29 seconds left. As we look on to the Rams mascot giving out fake checks, $5 million. And that goes to all the homeless people that live in and around the stadium. And that's what that money's going towards. As the U.S. women's team is out there. And we got the Olympics coming now soon, huh? They'll be down there in L.A. Maybe they could beef up the police force down there. Maybe get a sheriff or 2 down in there. I don't know. L.A.'s not the safest place in the U.S. Just saying. Shotgun again. 2-by-2 again for Mayfield. Pressure coming up, and the pressure's coming off the left side. Mayfield rolls right, looks deep, and he throws, and he's short. He was out of the tackle box. There is a flag. That cannot be intentional grounding. I mean, I don't think there was anyone there, but he was outside the tackle. So what are they going to? It's not grounding. As a referee, I got to say, Clay Martin's 6th season, 8th season as an NFL referee. Legal contact defense going to be an automatic first down. That'll work. And a little something for Tampa Bay here as Big Brother gives us the view. This is the LAPD drone cam footage as it's just holding well past the 5 yards. And it's almost like these guys don't know the rules. I mean, I get it. You might not know exactly where 5 yards are, but when you're, 10 yards from the line of scrimmage and you're still holding the guy, you got to know that's not okay. 31-7 Rams here, 24 seconds left. Just past midfield for Tampa Bay as they go condensed again on the left side. 2 receivers out to the right. Shotgun. Mayfield takes the snap. 4-man rush from the Rams. Mayfield looks deep and he rolls outside the pocket, throws to his right on the run, and it's knocked away again. Forbes again, man, that cornerback having a nice little game. Both these cornerbacks today having themselves a game now. Nice play against Godwin there to knock it away. And Forbes, here again, let's look at it here. Working in the slot against Godwin. Press coverage, man coverage here. As he bumps him at the line, quick route across. And Forbes just cuts out in front of it. And that's just so good. That is really, really good coverage right there by number 1 Forbes. Well done, my man. 5 wide receivers now, 3-by-2 out to the right. Mayfield steps up to the line. 2 seconds left. Bad snap. Mayfield's going to have to fall on it. Oh, man. And that play was doomed from the beginning as they're going to have to burn another timeout, and that's going to lose him about 10 yards. Mayfield was up at the line, barking at the lineman, and then clapped his hands to get the snap quick. Bad snap, bounced a couple of times to him. He just had to dive on it, and it's just, might as well be a sack now. That is just terrible. As they burn their second timeout, 12 seconds left now. here in the first half. And man, tough night for the Bucs as Sean McVay hadn't slept since October as he barks out some plays. And we'll see if the offensive coordinator for the Bucs can cook something up here. 3rd and 21 now. And you may as well just huck it. I mean, what, you're down, 24, 3.5? I mean, a field goal cuts it to a 3-score, but bunch right now. Single man out to the left. Shotgun for Mayfield. Brings a man in motion back to the left-hand side. Johnson takes a snap. Pressure coming off left side. He looks left, and he looks deep, and he's going to go down, and he's wrapped up there. And that was on Mayfield that time. As Gerard Verse got in there, coming back on the play, Mayfield stepped up, and he just took too long. Maybe it was the route the way it materialized, as it'll be set up 4th and forever. Here you go, Verse working off the left side for Mayfield, working single man against Wirfs. He pushes him power rush up and out, spin move back, and Mayfield was just waiting for something. He just waited too long, and Verse came back in on the play and got him. And another sack for the Rams, and this game is really spiraling out of control for the Bucs. As Clark Kent over there, the defensive coordinator, likes it. And yeah, well, who wouldn't like it? Rams are kicking some serious ass right now. 31-7 the score. Not a good look, Bucs fans. So 3 seconds left here in the first half. And you got to imagine, final timeout now for the Rams. 5 seconds left. Mayfield, just hook one up there, right? Just let the time expire and just toss one up. Maybe you can get one into the end zone. 4th and 24. Mayfield in the huddle as Todd Bowles looks on and goes, I think I could take McVay. You know what? I know I could take McVay. He's got 3 receivers out to the right. Leaves the running back in the backfield, the block, Tucker. 4-man rush, everyone dropped deep. Mayfield steps up, a little pressure coming. He steps up again. Oh, man, it looks like he's going to go down again. Let's see if he can get one off as he heaves one as it's batted around. It's a little flying duck, and that one's going to be picked off by Forbes this time. And see if he can get a little return going. Might get a couple of tosses as he returns it up to 35-40. He's got some room out to the midfield. He's stumbling, and he's going to go down. And Cade Hutton comes from behind and tackles him. And Baker Mayfield is down to a knee. And this is not a good look if you're a Bucs fan. And his left shoulder is really starting to hurt him now. And what's going to hurt even more is the Rams are getting the ball at the end of the half, or at the beginning of the next half. Mayfield threw it and just fell onto his shoulder. And, man, he looks like he is in some serious pain now. And that is not a good look. And they got to have him if they're going to have any chance at anything this season, because this team is already super banged up, and they cannot afford number 6 to go down. The badass Baker Mayfield, got to have him out there. Let's see if he can get right. Give him a little cortisone shot or something at halftime. We'll see. But 31-7 Rams now at the half, as this has turned into an old school Cholo beatdown now here in Los Angeles. We'll step aside for halftime, folks, about 15 minutes or so. Hang tight. We'll be back. Hope you're enjoying the first half of the Blue Collar broadcast now. We'll be back, friends. On now. Todd Bowles' little halftime interview as he talks to whoever this woman is, and all he says is, you know what? I'm sick of this crap. What is happening here? As Todd Bowles looks on and says, I'm sick of this damn Rams team. I'm sick of my guys getting hurt, and I'm sick of you, and I'll be back. I'm going to step aside for halftime, friends. Hang tight now. Second half, we're back, sports fans, as the Rams take over. And on cue, special teams play. There's always a flag. These guys are never on the field. They don't know what they're doing. I guess we can give them a little leeway. Actually, no, we cannot, because they're professional football players. They should know the rules. What the hell? As we get the second half interview with Coach McVay, he looks like he is fully coked up again, as we have become accustomed to. Guy hasn't slept since October, had a couple of bumps at halftime, and he's ready to rip. As he smiles, he goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm ready." That's right. We do a little lip reading here on the Blue Collar Broadcast, and he says, "I'm ready to go. I'm way up there. We're up there. We're ready to go." Shotgun, actually pistol formation here for Stafford. Handoff goes up the middle to Williams, directly up the middle. He's got 5 or 6 yards, and a couple more up to about 8 yards, as the Rams just continue to cook here. 31-7 Rams. Get a big look here at the big man, Vita Vea, right up the middle. They're going to run right at him. He goes left. He goes right. They go right to his left-hand side. Nice work, Shelton, pushing him aside there. Second and short now for the Rams. Ooh, not a good collision there. And the last thing the Bucs need now is some more injuries. As there is a man down. Do not like to see that. So we're going to have an injury timeout now. I'm sure there's some injured people out there out front of SoFi Stadium. Not the safest place in the United States, folks, Los Angeles. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. We're back, friends. Second and 3 now, as the injured Buck is scraped off the grass, and we're ready to work. Shotgun again for Stafford here. He's got two receivers left, one to the right. Williams still in the backfield, takes a snap. He looks left, throws over the middle. He's got a man, first down. And on cue, Puka Nakua, Rams making it look easy, as they have done throughout this game and pretty much throughout the season, to be honest, as Nakua corrals his, I believe that's his fifth catch on the night. And Sean McVay looks pretty wired over there. course, he always looks like that. So 1st and 10, Rams is there across midfield. As Todd Bowles can only look on and just wonder what happened here tonight. Jumbo formation and now pistol again for Stafford. Brings a man in motion. Handoff goes right up the middle. Williams stutter step. He's still pushing forward to about the 40-yard line. Has about 5 or 6 yards. As they'll stop his forward progress right there and set up a second manageable now for the Rams. And at this rate, we're just going to bleed it on out of here because this is a first-rate beating. And man, oh man, just a tough game all around. Right after that interception that Kate Otten dropped, it just kind of, the wheels just kind of came off as we prepare for 2nd and 4 here. 13 and a quarter here in the third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 out to the left. Shotgun again. Williams off the left hip. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Bucs show pressure. Don't bring it. Stafford steps up, looks deep, throws down the left side. He's got his man, and Adams drops it. Hit him right in the hands. And that's probably been the best defensive play for the Bucs all night long, is when Devontae Adams can't catch the ball. As that was a surefire first down. Set up 3rd and 4 here. 4-man rush here for the Bucs, as Stafford has a nice clean pocket and he's got all day back there. And Adams wishes he had that one back, because you don't pay a guy $20 million a season to drop those balls, I tell you what. But at this rate, it's not going to hurt him. Trips left now, sends a man out to the right, and we'll go 2 by 2. Williams still in the game here. Shotgun. Bucs showing pressure. Williams steps up right off the line. Pressure comes off the left side. Quick throw from Stafford. As we got a flag, but there's a catch made by Nakua. Looks like about a yard shy. And looks like false start on the Rams here. And kind of nice to not see the referees get involved in these games. Penalty is declined. It'll set up 4th down. Don't think it's going to matter, as we got to look over at the Lego helmet there. The big puffy helmet with the I don't know about that look, honestly. McVay barks out the play, 4th and 4. And why kick now? Everything else is working. Let's see the false start. I mean, they let him play. Because he was too far off the line? Give me a break. 2 by 2 again here. 4th down and 4 from the 40-yard line. Williams steps up again. Bucs showing pressure again. Bring pressure off the left side. Stafford running left, and he can't complete it. Nice job, Bucs. They bring the pressure. Stafford rolled right. He kind of tripped over his own feet. Not fleet of foot. Definitely not a scrambling quarterback. And McVay is bent over there. And he is not happy about it, as Teddy Bridgewater comes in, and looks like Baker Mayfield is not coming in. Looks like Baker Mayfield's out for the game. Can't say I blame him. Down 24 points. It's Diaby again. Kind of the lone bright spot for the Bucs defense, as he's pressuring him. And Teddy Bridgewater coming in, and his dreadlocks. 11th season in the NFL. As everyone's laughing it up in there. I don't know what the hell they're laughing at. They're getting their ass kicked. I don't think there's anything to laugh at. You're down 3.5 scores. What are we doing here? Is this guy trying to call a penalty when it was intentional grounding? Get out of here. Penalties decline. We already knew that. Go home. And just as I say, the referees are not being a part of this game, this guy is all over the place now. Just get out of the way. It's a 3.5 score game. Just get out of here. Teddy Bridgewater looking at his watch, and he's trying to make dinner plans now, as he knows this game's well in hand. And everyone's just kind of standing around wondering what the hell the delay is. It was incomplete pass on 4th down. Who cares if it was intentional grounding? Is a turnover on downs. Let's go. There really is no need for us to go through this anymore. This is a colossal waste of everyone's time. And I guess it's a loss of downs. And what? It was 4th down and 4. Who cares? They're going to give them more yards. It's not going to matter. They're down 24 points. We just want to see what Teddy Bridgewater can do. As Todd Bowles looks on his hip and says, maybe I'll go get me some in and out after this game. I know they got one around here somewhere. And Sean McVay says, I don't even need it anymore. All I do is just do bumps at halftime. And Teddy Bridgewater looks lost back there. And I think we're all a little lost, because who knows what is happening. 31-7 Rams. 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter, as they're really starting to delay this game now for no apparent reason, other than the fact that the backup quarterback is in to start the second half. And let's hope that Mayfield is okay. Bridgewater under center sends a man in motion left. He goes 2-by-2 here. Single back is Tucker. Handoff goes to Tucker. He cuts it back over the middle. He's going to have about 5 yards there. Set up 2nd and 5 as they are across midfield. And yeah, been a while since Teddy Bridgewater's been in some games. Let's see if he can spark this offense a little bit. I mean, outside of the one drive for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, nothing else really seems to work. A couple of nice runs from Tucker, a couple of nice completions, by Tez Johnson. Outside of that, nothing to write home about. As Teddy Bridgewater really looking at that playbook on his wrist. Same thing here. Got the 2 tight end motion set in here, in tight, condensed formation. Johnson in motion to the right. Single back Tucker. Handoff goes to him on the left side. He's up the middle, and he's going to have about 3 or 4. It'll set up 3rd and 2 now at about the Rams' 45-yard line. Only thing I can say is you're down 24 points. You might want to throw the ball. Just a thought. Although I get it. Teddy Bridgewater, backup quarterback's in there. But just a thought. 3rd and 2. Just under 12 minutes now here in third quarter. Bridgewater, shotgun. He's got trips right. Sends Johnson in motion left and back out to the right. Handoff, draw play, goes up the middle to White. He's got the first down and a couple more. Nice little play there. As that will continue to move the sticks for Tampa. And Sean McVay is yelling at one of his coordinators and just saying, I want to bury this team. Let's go. And I don't mind it. 1st and 10 now for Bridgewater. Under center. Trips right. Single back is Rachaad White. 2 tight ends set in there. Sends Johnson in motion again. Handoff again, and he's greeted in the backfield. And again, Landman gets back there. Nice tackle. That's why they pay him the big bucks. Well done breaking through the line. We'll set up 2nd and about 12 or 13 now. And I guess if you're just going to want to run the clock out, this is a good way to do it. Landman coming off the edge, unblocked, pulling left guard or right guard, misses the block entirely. And seen a lot of that today, honestly. The chipping tight ends and everything as Aaron Donald looks on and loves it. Oh, well, I'm sure he loves it. Guy's got tons of cash over there. 2-by-2 now for Bridgewater. Shotgun. Pressure look up the middle. Doesn't come as he steps up and throws over the middle. It's complete right there. And that's Johnson again. And they're saying it's incomplete. He is up around the sticks to set up a 3rd and short. Nice little completion there on the post route or on the slant route there, working against Forbes. And Forbes had some real good coverage today. Yeah, he caught it. That was close, but he didn't hit the ground. As that'll set up 3rd and short. And we're going to have another timeout. 3rd and 1 now. And is someone else down or what is going on here? Looks like Tampa Bay called a timeout. And they're going to burn their first time out of the second half. And Johnson has been the only bright spot for this team. So, and they're saying it's incomplete. And Todd Bowles can't believe it, and he wants out of here ASAP. Let's see if it did hit the ground. From the other view, it didn't look like it hit. I mean, I don't see it there. Did it hit right here? Ooh, that's really close. How do they? They got cameras all over the place. They got Big Brother all over the place. I mean, I wonder. Well, it's not going to count. It's going to be 3rd and 12. Nice little throw from Bridgewater there. So that's a tough one. As we get a view now of a very old play, a reminder from Rams and Bucs and Tony Dungy back in the day. Who cares? Really? Who cares? 3rd and 12 from the 38-yard line. Bridgewater, shotgun. He's got 3 receivers out to the left and 1 out to the right. Rams showing pressure over the middle and off the right side, the left side. Here it comes. They bring 1 extra man. Bridgewater rolls. He's in trouble. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it himself. Weak little pump fake and a 360. Not going to get it done. It's going to set up about 4th and 6. Bridgewater moves like a tight end now. As those are some pretty weak moves, but he was able to trim it in half or so. It's going to set up 4th and about 4 or 5 here. And Todd Bowles just looks like he would rather be somewhere else. They bring the stunt here, and man, Young almost got there. As Bridgewater, nice little 360, not bad for a tight end. Weak little tackle there by Cam Curl, but at least it got the job done. 4th and 6 here. Shotgun again for Bridgewater. Again, 2x2. Again, showing pressure. Press coverage up there on the right side. Bridgewater, quick throw over the middle to Otten. He's got it, and he's got a first down. Nice job, Teddy Bridgewater. As he recognized the pressure, dumped it over the middle. Good job. And he's been here before, so he knows how it goes. As they are moving the sticks now. 28 yards, 7 plays so far. Double glove quarterback. Yeah, I've never seen it work before, but whatever. Maybe that's why he's a backup. As they were down to the Rams 20 now. 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Bridgewater surveys, he is under center. Again, with the condensed formation, single back Tucker. Again, Johnson in motion to the right. Handoff goes to Tucker over to the right side. He's going to have 1 or 2 there and be wrapped up and tossed backwards. That'll set up second and about 9 yards for the Bucs. So Tucker running tough, but at this point, all we're trying to do is just move the chains and get on out of here, as this game is well in hand here for the Rams. 31-7, 8.5 minutes left here, and everyone that is wearing a white jersey is absolutely loving it. Don't really know if the Rams fans are loving it, because don't really know if there is such thing as a Rams fan, to be honest. Shotgun now for Bridgewater, 2x2 again. They are at the 18-yard line here. 2nd down and 8. He takes a snap. He steps up in the pocket, looks left. He tosses one up over in the corner, and he missed him by about 15 yards, and it looks like Sterling Shepard didn't know what was going on. Bridgewater didn't know what was going on. I have no idea why the Bucs are laughing, because that was absolutely terrible. Shepard ran an in and out, and Bridgewater just threw an out route. And looked like Shepard just ran right into his man. I don't know, right into the cornerback. I don't really understand why that isn't. I didn't know the cornerback could just cut the route off like that 10 yards down the field. But 3rd and 8 now. Again in the shotgun for Bridgewater. Otten in motion to the right. Takes a snap, throws over the middle, and knocked away this time by Forbes again. And that's about his 3rd pass breakup of the day, as he's having himself a little game now, Forbes. These Rams cornerbacks are really on display today. But, I mean, let's see the route from Ibuka. Runs a quick little curl route, and Forbes is all over it and just pokes it away. And, man, this game is just, I mean, this game is this game is absolutely over. 31-7 Rams. 4th and 8 now for the Bucs. Got to have it here. No point in kicking a field goal. Trips left, bunched up. Bridgewater shotgun, takes a snap. 4-man rush from the Rams. He steps up. He's under pressure. He's rolling around, and he goes down, and he gets sacked again. Man, oh man, Turner tripped him up by the ankles, and we get the team dance again. Karaoke. It's like an 11-year-old girls softball game, as the Bucs will come off the field. The Rams will be back. Bridgewater running all around, and the guy just grabs his ankle and just drags him to the ground. As the beating continues, we'll be back, friends. Hang tight. We're back, friends. As the Rams are on offense, Puka Nacua comes over to the side. And why even play him at this point? This game is well in hand. May as well just let this go here, huh? 1st and 10. 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Rams operating from their own 37. Stafford under center sends a man in motion to the right. Single back is Corum. Play action, looks right, throws right, and it's wrapped around there by Whittington. He cuts it back to the center of the 40, up to the 45, cuts back to the 50. He got a first down. Nice work there by Whittington, number 88, on the quick route from Stafford. Here we go, working split out to the left. Comes in motion back to the right. Manned up there. A quick little curl route. Throw comes. Nice move. Cuts it back to the center. Nice recognition there from Stafford to check off all his options. And Matt Stafford really has it going here today. Again, the jumbo in there, 2 tight ends in tight. Stafford under center. Boxes stacked up here. Single high safety. Play or a handoff goes to Corum and he goes backwards, and not how you drew it up. As he was pressured right at the line, he stepped back and he lost a few more yards. And not how they drew it up there. As we get a look at the big man, number 50, Vita Vea, working against a double team pretty much all night long, as he has not been able to really do much throughout the day. Haven't called his name quite a bit, as he's doubled up the entire night. And there you go. 64% of the time double team. And yeah, you got to double team a man that's that size. The guy's freaking absolutely huge. Trips left, bunched up for Stafford. 2nd and 16 here in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Steps up, throws left. It's caught right there by Allen. He's tackled at about the 49-yard line of Tampa. And it's going to set up a 3rd and about medium here. Stafford just goes to his release valve, the secondary tight end there. And it'd be 3rd down for the Rams here. As we continue to look at Vita Vea working against the double team, as they tie him up pretty well. But if he's working against a double team, then someone else isn't. So someone else needs to make a play. 3rd and 8 now for the Rams, as we're inside 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Bunch right. Single man out to the left is Adams. Shotgun again for Stafford. Tampa is showing blitz over the middle. Bring the tight end over. 5-man coming. Stafford steps up in the pocket and throws, and no one's out there. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. And Tampa Bay, Stafford is not happy. And he is yelling at someone and something, but it's going to be 4th and 8, and it looks like the Rams are going to have to kick. And McVay is not happy, as he's yelling at Stafford, going, "Get away from me. What the hell are you doing? We're supposed to score 8 touchdowns tonight. Don't you dare throw incomplete passes on my team on Sunday Night Football." As McVay comes over to Adams, won't say a word to him. As the punter comes out now, Evans, first punt of the night. And Johnson will be the return man. Let's see it. 4:34 left in the third, as the punt is away. High arching kick down to the 10. Fair catch called for. Corralled there at about the 8-yard line, and that's where Tampa will start, as Teddy Bridgewater will be back out. We'll step aside for a few friends, and we'll be back. Hang tight. We're back, friends, and not a good sight here for Bucs fans as Baker Mayfield with the arm in the sling getting beat up here on Sunday Night Football, as are his Bucs, 31-7. Teddy Bridgewater in the game under center. Handoff goes up the middle to Tucker. He's got about 3 or 4 yards, and he runs into a wall. And at this point, all we can do is just run this clock on down, as now we get some highlights of the Rams defense. Blitz on Baker Mayfield, wraps him up, takes him down. And again, 4-man rush. Here we go, showing the stunt. Teddy Bridgewater, and Hunter gets him and just wraps him up, or Turner gets him and wraps him up and takes him down. What they didn't show is some of the work from the cornerbacks or the interception takeaway and touchdown. Here comes the second play, thrown out there into the flat to Otten. He's wrapped up by Landman again, as it'll be about 2 or 3 yards shy. It'll be 3rd and short. And this game has turned out to be kind of a sleeper now, as we will just bleed out the last few minutes here of the third quarter and the remainder of the game, as it doesn't look like Teddy Bridgewater's got much to offer in the way of offense here, as the Rams defense is just feasting. And when you're getting your ass kicked and your backup quarterback's in, got to be fun for a defense. Just go after him, especially a quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater, who hasn't played much in the last handful of years. Shotgun here, pressure coming, throws out to the left, and he just greeted right there and tackled. And Cade Otton, man, he can't, Cam Curl, okay, he's a safety, but Cade Otton can't do a damn thing right tonight, as that'll set up 4th and short here. Nice job by Curl coming up from the safety position to make the tackle on the tight end, wrap him up. 4th down, inside 3 minutes here. So free safety, Curl comes down, recognizes. Nice job, man, recognizing the tight end in the flat to make that tackle, as he wraps him up and just throws him to the ground. And 4th down here for the Bucs, as they will punt, and why not? Who wants to turn it over again in your own end zone? Hopefully they don't screw it up. Punt is up and away. A nice high kick down to about the 28, taken there by Kyron Williams. He cuts it out to the left, back up into about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Rams will start. And at some point, you got to wonder if the Rams are going to start putting the backups in, as Rashad White comes over. Nope, Stafford's coming out because he wants to throw a couple more dimes. And what the hell? Pad the stats, get the MVP season going. Well, hang out for a few, friends. We'll be back. Hang tight. We're back to LA, friends. Rams taking over, throwing 35. Pistol formation for Stafford. Whittington in motion to the left. Everything in tight as he brings Williams up next to his hip. Takes a snap, steps up, has time, throws down the field. He's got another man. It's Adams who catches it and rolls, and Adams just throws the ball out of bounds. And he didn't realize that he wasn't touched as they ran on the field to tell him, dude, you weren't touched. As we have a flag. 206 holding on the center and not good, folks. Vita Vea working up the middle, Shelton the center, singled up this time. And when he singled up, oh yeah, he just tackled him around the ankle. And Vea wanted the flag and he got it. High throw from Stafford over to Adams. Nice job by Adams to go up and get it. As Adams flossing the gold shoes. Easy to wear gold when you got Stafford throwing you the ball. 1st and 20 now. Rams at their own 25, 26-yard line. Shotgun again. 2-by-2 for Stafford. Brings a tight end over. Play action. Dumps it back to the tight end here in the flat as he's got Allen. And Allen's going to have about 15 yards there. They had some blockers out front. Little dump off to him in the flat. Chips the outside man. Curls out. Receives the pass. And too easy for Matt Stafford. Going to set up 2nd and short now. 2nd and 5 as they pick up 15 on that play. And Todd Bowles needs a night off. Man. Of course, he always has that look on his face as we look over at McVay, and McVay's fully geeked up to the gills. As Todd Bowles looks across the sideline and says, I'd really like to beat the shit out of that guy. Nakua comes in tight, rolls out here. Whittington chips. The throw goes down to Adams on the right side. 1st down there. Nice job coming across the field by Adams. Gives a little behind the back pass to the ref there and says, I got you. And another flag, and these refs are getting bored with the rest of us here, and they want in this game, and they're throwing flags all over the place. As Tommy Two Dimes, the line judge, number 97, says, holding defense. That penalty is declined. It'll be a 1st down. And let's go. We're inside 1 minute here in the 3rd quarter, 59 seconds left. As the Rams route just continues to plug along. Clock continues to tick now as we are damn near through the 3rd quarter here. Rough night for the Bucs all around. Shotgun again for Stafford. 2-by-2 again. Williams still in the backfield here for him. Sends Allen, the tight end, in motion left. Back to the right. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. He's got about 8 or 9 yards. Nice, tough running by Kyron Williams. Thinks he's not down. And he is down. As that'll set up 2nd and about 1. Nice, tough running from Williams there. As that'll probably get us to the end of the 3rd quarter. As Todd Bowles looks on. And behind that play calling sheet, he's telling his coordinators, you guys are terrible. And I'm sick of this crap because all we do is lose recently. And look at this guy behind me. That guy looks like he hasn't taken a nap in a week either. As the Rams do look like they want to get a playoff before the end of the quarter. Again, pistol formation. Again, in tight. We'll see if they actually do call the play. 2 seconds left. 1 second. Tried to draw him off sides, but no. And there is a flag. And let's see what it is. And man, these refs are getting bored because Tommy Two Dimes down there, line judge 97, really is starting to get flag happy now. He is throwing stuff all over the place. And if you throw a flag and you have to go talk about it, then don't throw it. If you don't know what it is and it takes that long, then don't throw the damn flag. Why does it take a discussion? If the guy has his, latitude to throw flags, then just throw it. Yeah, it's the end of the 3rd quarter. Why are we throwing flags? I get it. This game is a beating. We don't need to see the referees. But we're going to step aside for a few as we look into the control box. This is Big Brother up close and personal here. As the route continues, folks, 1 quarter left of this beating. Just make it stop. We're going to have a commercial. We'll be back in a few. Hang tight, friends. We're back to LA, friends. Second and short for the Rams here. Single back Williams. Handoff goes to him up the middle. He's got the first down on 2nd and 1. He's got about 3 yards, and that'll keep the chains moving. That'll keep LA moving forward as Sean McVay is wanting to pile on, and do not blame him. Just bury him. Why not? Just do it. 31-7 Rams as they huddle up. 14 and a half minutes here in the fourth quarter, as it's just a mercy kill at this point. 300 yards of total offense for the Rams, just $150 for the Bucs. Bunch right, shotgun again in the pistol here for Stafford. He takes a snap, handoff goes to Williams, cuts it back up the middle. Nice running in between the tackles. Only gets about 2 or 3 as he runs into the wall and just kind of collapses there. And the 4K Sky Cam from Walmart, aka Big Brother here, as we get a look at some of the blocking for the Rams. Stafford's had a nice clean pocket all night. He's just been dropping dimes all over the place. Look at that. Throwing lanes are all over the place. He's just hitting everyone. Here he goes. Just throw him in there. He's hitting Winning or Parkinson, dropping dimes up to Adams, hitting Nakua over the middle. Play action here as he rolls right. He looks to Nakua short. They flood the right side, and Stafford can just throw it away, as that'll set up 3rd and 7 now. As Stafford on the ground for the first time today. And yep, it's been kind of a sleeper, to be honest with you. I mean, as soon as the Bucs or the Rams went up 14-zip, it was just kind of wheels up for the Rams, and that was it. And just a tough night for the Bucs, as they just got punched in the mouth and just couldn't get off the mat. 3rd and 7 here, shotgun, 2-by-2 again. Bucs showing a little pressure off the right side of the line as they bring an extra man. Stafford has time, throws down the left side, and it's in and out of the hands of number 18. And who cares who number 18 is, because he couldn't come up with that pass, because that hit him right in the chest as Stafford had him. Nice blocking up front as he steps up and just drills a rope down the right side. Ferguson, it hits him right in the hands and he drops it. And that is not a good way to get playing time when you do that. As Mevis is back out there, number 92, for another field goal attempt here. 52-yarder. As he prepares for the hold. Placeholders there. The hold is down. It's a good hold. The kick is up, down the middle, and it is good. He drills a 52-yarder, and that'll make it 34-7. As the route continues, we get a little big brother action from the side. Nice kick from the replacement kicker. Plenty of distance there. Would have been good from 60 plus. As we'll step aside for some more commercials. Hang tight, friends. We'll be back. We're back, friends, as we are awaiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense, which has been rather wispy today. The kick coming from the Rams, pooched on down there, and it's going to be put into the end zone and out as the Bucs will take over at their own 35-yard line. And like I said earlier, after the interception returned for a touchdown and it went 14 zip, that was damn near it for the Buccaneers. I mean, they really just didn't have much else to offer. As I mean, what are you going to do? They just couldn't. They just couldn't do anything. And it's been pretty much that. It hasn't been a great game, to be honest. I mean, there was Stafford, of course, is just throwing dimes everywhere. But I mean, the Buccaneers got punched in the face and just couldn't respond, and that was it. It's just kind of been over, and just hasn't been much of a game all day. 5 wide receivers here for Bridgewater, 3-by-2, as he takes a snap, throws down the seam, and it's short for Ibuka, hits him in the ankles, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he is a backup quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater been around. He's a well-traveled quarterback. But now we're getting Aaron Donald highlights, and this guy doesn't even play in the league anymore. So why are we watching him bench press a whole lot of weight? We get it. The guy's a total unit and everything. That's cool. But like, what are we doing? As Mike Tirico leans over and goes, I saw all that stuff in Rio. You should have seen these chicks out there in their bikinis and whatnot running around the beach. Man, you've been out to Rio. And Collinsworth says, oh, no, no, no. I never leave Ohio. As 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun snap. Bridgewater hanging tough. Floats one up there out of bounds as he just threw a little lollipop out there to the Rams sideline. As Mike Tirico says, look at this little bobblehead I have here of Aaron Donald. You should have seen the type of bobbleheads I saw down in Rio. Man, oh man. And Collinsworth says, no, you could never get me out of Ohio. I'm stuck here. As we're still looking at Aaron Donald. And you know what? That's great and all, but the guy doesn't even play anymore. So cool. That's there's a lot of guys that don't play football anymore. And I get it. We're at the Rams game and everything, but who cares? Shotgun Bridgewater trips right. 3rd and 10. Rams defense up at the line, showing pressure. And they bring a little bit here. Bridgewater steps up, rolls left, and he's going down again. And man, they got him again. And verse this time, and everyone else. And we get the team dance here again. It's women's softball as Young is dancing around and Bridgewater doesn't know what hit him. And we got holding on the defense, and that is just a terrible call. That is just, I would love to see that call because the referees now want to inject themselves into this game. How can you have holding? How? I mean, just how? There was 10 guys coming on 0 blitz here as McVay doesn't like it. Let's see it. Maybe. You got Johnson and Godwin working out there. And where's the holding? No, dude, that's not holding. That's just not a good call. And that's just the refs injecting themselves into this game because they have nothing else to do and they're as bored as the rest of us. Trips right now for the Bucs. Johnson in motion left, and he swings back around to the right. Handoff goes up the middle to White. He cuts it out to the left-hand side. Nice little bounce out, and he's got a 1st down and 4 or 5 more. Good little run from Rachaad White as McVay picks his man up with one arm. Says, look, I've been hitting in the gym. Look at these guns over here. Nice run, Rachaad White. As the clock continues to run, 34-7 Rams. Good old beat down here from the Rams on the Bucs. As now we're going to look at Sean McVay's high school photos. And again, we are into the no one cares category of this game as we are going to see stuff that just no one really cares about. Bridgewater rolling out rights, tight end speed as he just throws it away. Looks like there's probably going to be holding on this call now. And the referees really want in on this game now because this guy here was this Jimmy Two Dimes here wants some of this action because I mean, maybe he's got, I don't know, under 52.5 or something, and he just wants to make sure that it stays there. But the referees are just tossing flags all over the place now. And this game is well in hand. Let's just get out of here. I mean, seriously, no one else wants to be here. We don't want anyone else getting hurt. We don't need to keep guys on the field anymore. This game is over. It's been over for about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. Why are they continuing to stop the clock and keep this nonsense going? 34-7, Rams beating continues. Shotgun for Bridgewater. Quick throw out to the right. Shepard catches it. He's got about 2 yards. He's tackled right there. Nice job by number 2, McCullough, to just stop the play right there before it starts. And that'll set up second down as we just tick-tock away. And that's all you can hope for at this point, is that no one gets hurt, and let's just run this clock out. In fact, if there was a mercy rule, now would be the time to use it. 5 wide receivers for Bridgewater. 4, sorry. Trips left. Shotgun. 5 men coming. Bridgewater looks deep, throws down the middle, and he's got a man. And it's caught there by Ibuka on a crossing route. He's down to the 20. He's out of bounds. Nice job. Nice little pitch and catch there. Teddy Bridgewater finds his man right out over the middle. Emeka Ibuka. Let's see it here. Coverage is well off. Good 10 yards off of him here as he just runs a quick little post route there, and he cuts it in, a little dig route across the middle. Nice throw from Teddy, and they're in business now. Maybe they can get some points on the board here. Let's see. Not that it's going to matter too much, but we'll see. 3 catches, 32 yards on the day for Ibuka, as we are down to 11 minutes here now. Shotgun again for Bridgewater, 2x2 from the Rams 20-yard line. Takes a snap, 4-man rush, looks right, looks left, and then he's just going to throw one, and that's not going to be caught in bounds by Tucker. That'll set up 2nd and 10. Threw it off his back foot. A little pressure coming at him there as Ibuka comes back into the game. As it's a 27-point game now. And it really hasn't been much of a game. I keep saying it over and over again, but this game has been well in hand since late in the first quarter. It was 21-zip, and now it's damn near it. 2nd and 10 now. Trips left for Bridgewater. As the shell in the back for the Rams. Quick little throw out to the left to Johnson. As he grabs it and he gets 3 or 4 yards, he gets bumped out of bounds. It's going to set up 3rd and about 5 as we're inside 11 minutes now. As Bridgewater doing his best to kind of move the offense. Not a bad job coming in. As we look along again at Baker Mayfield in the sling on the sidelines. Not a good look for your starting quarterback. Got to tell you. Looks like the Cincinnati Bengals over there with Joe Burrow on the sideline every year. 10.5 minutes now. 3rd and 7. 2 men in the backfield now for Bridgewater. Pressure being shown off the left side. Sends 1 man in motion out to the right. Pressure coming. 0 blitz. He just tosses one out there to White. He's got it, and he's tripped up. He's going to be a few yards shy. The first down is going to set up 4th and about 3. Got to imagine they're going for it at this point. Why not? Good job by Bridgewater to diagnose a blitz and just dump it off to his running back there. Rachaad White needed one more block, or at least a miss, make someone miss there to get that one to work. But nice job, though. 4th and 3 now, as we're inside 10 minutes here. Bucs huddle it up. 4th and 3 to be exact. Bridgewater surveys. Looks like he's sucking wind out there. He's got his mouth open. 5 wide receivers now. He's got them all spread out here. Too high safety look for the Rams. No pressure. As he steps up, he's in trouble. He rolls, and he's in trouble again, and Bridgewater goes down again. And man, oh man, Verse got him this time. He rolled right into the pressure off the left side, and he just gets swallowed up as the Rams defense continues to give fits to this Bucs offense. And outside of the one drive where they hit Johnson, that was it. Verse beats his man out there on the left side. That's Tristan Wirfs. And Aaron Donald loves it. And I don't know why we're still looking at Aaron Donald, because the guy doesn't even play football anymore. But that'll do it for the Bucs drive. We're going to step aside for a little TV timeout here. As this beating continues to roll on, we'll be back, friends. Hang tight. We're back and we're almost done, friends, here. 25-yard line for the Rams. Handoff left side goes to Corum. He tries to slide his way through and just gets back to the line of scrimmage, as that'll set up 2nd and 10. And at this point, we just need to get out of here intact, as Puka Nacua flexes his guns and says, I didn't have to do much today. This team's so bad that we just buried them and didn't really even need me. 2nd and 9 now for the Rams, as we're inside 9 minutes. And if anyone thought that the Tampa Bay was a playoff team, I mean, they might be, but they're not to the caliber of the Rams. And that was on full display tonight. Shotgun, 2x2, handoff up the middle of the Corum. He cuts back. He's got about 2 yards. He'll be wrapped up there and thrown back. Still some guys playing hard out there, although this is not much of a game. I mean, on its face, it looked like it could have been a decent game, but no. And Puka Nacua actually has 97 yards receiving tonight. That's about the quietest 97 yards he's probably had all season long. Because this game, I mean, man, it's really, really just, again, end of the first quarter, 21 zip in hand, game over. 8 minutes left now. 3rd and 8. 2x2. Handoff goes to Corum up the middle. He cuts back, and he's got the first down. As a safety came up and tripped him up there, looked like he might have had enough to get it. It was really, really close. As Tommy Two Dimes, the line judge, number 97, spots him just a yard shy, as he wants a punt because he is on the under. And it looks like the punt team's coming out and says, yeah, let's just kick it away. We're just going to stop smearing it in their face. You never know if we see him in the playoffs. We don't want to piss him off. Let's just get out of here because this game is over. And the Aussie Rules kicker comes on out to kick it away to Johnson here, as the Rams do not decide to go for it on 4th and inches. They probably could have had it easily, but that's okay. As the kick is away, it's a little pooch, and it's a short one, as he shanked it out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. And that's where Teddy Bridgewater and these wispy Buccaneers will take over, as the referee keeps spotting it higher and higher up. And if we get a look at some of Puka Nacua's handiwork, and yeah, his catches, all his yards came on 2 quick plays, I think. Anyways, doesn't really matter. This game is just about over, friends. Hang tight. We'll be back after commercials. Hang tight now. We're back, friends. Tampa Bay takes over. Oh, wow. Rams 48. Quite the spot there from the refs. As Tucker's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, he's going to set up 2nd and 9. And looks like the refs are doing their best to try and give Tampa a little kick in the ass here. Not sure it's going to help as we're inside 7 minutes now. And the beating is almost over. It's kind of like a UFC fight with some grounded pound. Sometimes you just want the ref to just stop it. And it's kind of been that way for the entire second half. Just get this over with already because this has been terrible. And now you've got Teddy Bridgewater in there. Anyway, now you got the third string running back right in there. 2-by-2 for Bridgewater. Shotgun sends Johnson in motion. The guy's been in motion a lot, running a lot of miles. Bridgewater rolling out. He's in trouble again, and he's going to be wrapped up as he just chucks one over underhand, almost intercepted. And that was kind of a nice little play there from Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, nice look anyway. So he gets a 9.9 on style, but I imagine they don't want him to do that again. As Stafford looks up and goes, "What the hell was that?" As he is completely wrapped up, and he just does a little sidearm chuck out the window there, kind of like you're throwing a styrofoam container out your window. And he put a nice little spiral on it, but it almost got picked. Probably the best throw of the day there for Teddy Bridgewater. He's just laughing around. He's going, "Oh, well, at least I'm getting paid to do this." Trips left for Bridgewater, 3rd and 10. As he pumps his leg and takes a snap. Quick throw out to the left side to Shepard. Makes one man miss, and then he's wrapped up there as Verse gets out there to make the tackle. He's going to set up 4th and about, I don't know, 5 or 6. And the Bucs seem to be laughing. I don't know what the hell they're laughing about because if they thought they're a playoff team, they might have another thing coming because they're going to be 6-5 after this. Their quarterback right there has his arm in a sling, and they are going to be 6-5, and they're going to be tied with the Carolina Panthers. What a terrible division that is turning out to be. Saints are 2-9. Atlanta, they don't have a coach. Their quarterback is also hurt. Terrible team that should be better. Carolina's a little upstart team. They look okay. And it looks like Tampa Bay is going to punt. And why don't we just quit the game? Why don't we just turn the game off at this point? Because this is really, really bad. High arching punt down inside the 10. He lets it go. Nice job. That's a little fake out there as it'll be a touchback. And you got to wonder if Stafford's even going to come out now. I mean, why would you bring him out at this point? Put in Jimmy G, let him get beat up a little bit. That guy could use a good stomach punch, tell you the truth. As we get a little window in window here, Amazon Web Services is going to sell you some stuff and tell you that The Simpsons is super woke and you probably shouldn't watch it. All right, I'll stop with that. As the defense trots off the field, nice day today for the Tampa or the Los Angeles Rams defense. Touchdown, some nice pass breaks up, a handful of sacks. Stafford's out there and he's commanding the team. 5 1/4 left here in the 4th. As the route is just about over, 34-7. Stafford under center, got the jumbo formation in there. 1st and 10 from his own 20. As he will hand it off here to Williams along the left-hand side as he cuts and is going to have about 8 yards there, and he's wrapped up and taken out of bounds. Nice running on the stretch play out to the left side. Nice blocking. Winfield up on the tackle. As we get a look at Jimmy G. And Jimmy G, 1 year, $3 million contract with the Rams, 12th season in the league. Man, has it been that long? Jeez. I guess you could find worse backups. Teddy Bridgewater and Jimmy G, not the worst backups in the league, I guess. As Sean McVay looks on and says, score again. 34-7. They're going to run this play clock down as much as they can. And we are just about done with this old school Cholo beat down here. Jumbo formation again. Single back is Williams. 2nd and 1 from the 29. Man in motion to the right is Allen. Handoff goes to Williams. He cuts it back. He's got the 1st down and about 3 more. 1st down. And that'll be a 1st down for the Rams as we'll just take it on down here. And the Rams are just going to continue their dominance as they separate and show themselves to be the cream of the crop in the NFC. And amongst this tough division that they play in, Seattle's a pretty close second there, but the Rams really starting to separate now. as the handoff goes to Williams, and he's wrapped up in the backfield, and he misses about 4 yards right there. And it's a nice job by Smith, the cornerback, coming up and saying, "Get on out of here," as he makes a tackle in the backfield. As we get a look at some lowlights from the special teams of the Rams earlier in the season, that heartbreaking loss to the Eagles early on. Well, they've really shook that off. That was kind of a fluky play there because, I mean, at this point, you got to imagine the Rams are the team to beat in the NFC. I mean, Seattle's a really close second, I'd say, and they can give them a run for their money. But the Buccaneers, they are not cut from the same cloth. The Rams are far and away the better team. Jumbo formation again, handoff again to Williams up the middle, stutter step left, cuts right. He's got 5 or 6 yards, and he is up there, and that's going to set up third down here as we're inside 3 minutes, and the bleeding is almost over for the Bucs fans here. 34-7 here, 2.5 minutes left. Kind of surprised to see Stafford even in the game here, 3rd and 9. You'd hate to lose him on a fluke play. I hate to even say it, to tell you the truth. 2-by-2 here, shotgun, 2:20 left, 1 second left on the play clock. Takes a snap, hands off to Williams, and he just kind of falls down there. And that'll take us to about the 2-minute warning as the bleeding is almost over for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Stafford comes over the sideline, looks at McVay and says, just don't. As the Rams defense says, man, I'd love to get after Bridgewater one more time and pad my stats and maybe bury that guy. As McVay says, yeah, bury him. Let's go. And the Rams offense coming off the field, going to kick it away here. Teddy Bridgewater to get one more chance at it. And here we go as we get some Chris Collinsworth replays and some. Man, we don't need to see any of this, to tell you the truth. Joe Buck, terrible. No, thank you. Collinsworth and Al Michaels. The Bull Moose Al Michaels has been around since 1925. He helped Teddy Roosevelt win his second campaign. Chris Collinsworth, 500 broadcast. You know, no one cares, Chris. I'm a Bengals fan, and you know what? I don't care. As he gets a cake here with the 500 on it, as this poor lady comes over to hold it for him, and she should just throw that right into his face. As Mike Tirico still can't stop talking about Rio de Janeiro and his time there for the Olympics, and he's laughing about it, and he just tells Chris, you got to get out of Ohio sometimes. As the punt team is out here, and no pressure from Tampa Bay. The kick is up and away. High kick on down to the 15, taken by Johnson there, up to the 20, 25, 30, cuts it back, runs into a wall of men there as number 51 pumps his fist because that's the only play he's going to be out there. And Chris Collinsworth goes, man, you should have seen me back when I played for the Bengals. They used to have me over on the right side, and Boomer never looked my way because I always dropped it. And Tirico looks on and says, Rio's way cooler than anything you're talking about now. Tirico seems to try and be interested and goes, first of all, I never liked your suit. Second of all, Rio is way cooler in Ohio. And third of all, this terrible game is damn near over, and we just can't wait for it. Chris goes, well, I agree with you there now, Mike. I agree with you there. As Teddy Bridgewater comes out again, let's see if he can't get the ball moving here. Shotgun for him. Handoff goes over to the third string running back. We still don't know his name, as he's got about 3 or 4 yards right up the middle. Mr. Wright, and that'll be about it. And even Sean McVay is going to give Collinsworth a jersey with 500 on it. But Collinsworth was a Bengals fan, or is a Bengals player, so what the hell is he doing with the Rams jersey? Get on out of here with that. Minute 20 left. Bleeding is almost over here. 2nd and 7. And they're doing everything they can to not show the end of this game. And can't say that I blame them, to be honest. Trips right here for Bridgewater. Shotgun snap. Handoff goes to right. Takes it over the left-hand side, and he's wrapped up there. And we might have one more play left. And let's just hope no one gets hurt. Again, I keep saying that, but it's almost like they shouldn't have come out for the second half. As we are just about through here, and you may as well just take a knee. As Todd Bowles looks on and says, what happened to my team? We used to be a playoff team, and now we're about out of here. And this will be the last play of the game, hopefully. Shotgun again for Bridgewater. Condensed formation, 2-by-2. The handoff again to right up the middle. Stutter step gets about 3 or 4. And that'll do it. As the Rams, in a hand ride, going away 34-7. Todd Bowles comes out and just wants to get the hell out of LA, and can't say I blame him there. Matt Stafford, great game per usual, throwing dimes all over the place. Didn't have to do much in the second. Baker Mayfield, hopefully he's okay. Arm in a sling, never like to see that. Hope he's okay. Nice to see the embrace from the two QBs, the two vets. So we got some hippie trippies out there taking pictures. Careful now, looks like Burning Man out there as the two receivers come out and talk. And Godwin just says, "Yeah, I'm about done with this here." That's about it, friends. Had the potential for a good game and just didn't turn out that way. Turned out into just a one-sided affair as the Rams really start to separate themselves from the rest of the second half. But such is life when you're dealing with the cream of the crop here. So thanks for tuning into the broadcast, the blue collar broadcast. Well, looks like maybe we'll do some Monday Night Football tomorrow. We'll see. If not, we'll be back for Thursday Night Football. And all we can hope is, actually, Thursday night is Thanksgiving. So we'll see about Thursday, but we will be back. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to the blue collar broadcast and have a great night, friends. Goodbye.